Get excited for Rockin' with MGK.
Hello and welcome to Rockin' with MGK. I'm Madison.
I'm Gracie.
And I'm Kayla.
And we're rocking and rolling on our way towards mental health and wellness. This is episode 3, and we will be discussing occupation-related strategies. Now let's get into it.
Our first discussion will be about time management and how to balance work and personal life. Time management is the process of organizing and planning how to divide your time between different activities. Some strategies to help with time management include setting priorities, use planning tools, getting help from others, scheduling appropriately, not procrastinate, avoiding multitasking, and staying healthy.
I was able to interview a current college student, Hazal, who was asked, how do you use your time management? Do you feel that you have a good idea of how to balance those with your school, work, and social life? Do you feel like you are missing out on time for yourself? Hazal stated she makes lists of what needs to get done so that she can do it in a timely manner. She also stated she tries to get all of her assignments done quickly so that she can have time for herself and her social life. But oftentimes she feels like she's missing out on time for herself because she is so overwhelmed with assignments and work.
Because I've managed to have Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays off from work each week, this gives me a lot of time to focus just on my homework. This has been the biggest help for my time management.
I keep a list of things I need to get done each week between work projects, school assignments, and my kids' activities. Doing this has helped me stay ahead because my thought process is to be at least 1 week ahead on all school assignments. I try to get them done in order of due date. However, sometimes I will do the easier assignments first, so that way I can focus more on the larger assignments. I prefer to complete my assignments during the week so I can have the weekends free.
Moving on to work habits, which demonstrates dependability, accountability, and appropriate time management on projects and attendance.
Some challenges of work habits are showing up late, which is bad time management, procrastinating, being overly negative, and using unclear communication.
When interviewing Hazal, I also asked her, how do you use your time management at work and the aspects of your work habits? Are you organized? Are you dependable? Do you take initiative? Or are you more carefree? She stated, when given a task at work, she uses her time wisely and gets it done effectively. She prefers to be very organized, otherwise being messy makes her very overwhelmed. I also prefer to be very organized when it comes to getting things done, especially at work. If I'm running all over the place, I will get overwhelmed very easily, so I have to do one thing at a time. For instance, at work, when I'm given multiple tasks for the day, I have a hard time bouncing back and forth between them.
Because of the complexity of my job, I often find that I don't get the luxury of just doing one task at a time. I often find that I'm getting pulled in 20 different directions between helping customers, answering phones, etc. In terms of time management, I have a goal each day to leave my space as clean as possible, so I'm constantly working to get all my piles done, and whether I have to hyperfixate on one task or if I jump between tasks, I always know that as long as progress is being made, then I'm good.
My job is pretty much the same every day. I call patients and work reports, so the biggest thing I find is to stay organized. Write my agenda each day in a way it works best for me and check off each thing I get completed. Being able to check each thing off allows me to feel accomplished.
As you have heard, all of our work habits present themselves in different ways. It seems we all have to keep from getting overwhelmed and do this by establishing some sort of order and process to our workflow. Staying organized is the best advice we can give you for creating successful work habits.
When thinking about future career options and confidence for applying and/or searching, this can be daunting for people. Searching for jobs can be done on different sites such as Handshake, LinkedIn, Indeed, and also job fairs.
Some ways to feel confident applying for jobs include knowing what you want, understanding your qualifications, enlisting help, focusing on preparation, and putting things into perspective.
I myself have not used these websites to apply for jobs before. However, I have searched Indeed and LinkedIn for job openings.
I've never had to use those types of websites before either, as both of my job experiences working at either Kroger or Kohl's have been from word of mouth and applying on the company website. I know that I will have to use those websites one day, especially if I'm looking for specifically open management positions, so it's good to know they are available.
Same. I have also never had to use any of those websites. I have only worked 2 jobs, both being retail. My first job was at North Face, and now I'm at Under Armour. The first interview I had was over the phone for North Face, and then for Under Armour, I had to go in for that interview. And with that being said, I also asked Hazal the question, Do you feel confident stepping into new chapters in your life for new jobs? What type of help do you think you would reach out for to make taking those steps easier? She said, "No, I do not think that I am ready for that. I would benefit from job education and preparing mentally for the next big step in my life. Professional help, whether it be from a life coach, career advisor, or even a therapist to overcome mental blocks that are keeping me from taking that next step."
I would have to agree with her in saying that I am definitely also nervous and having to job search. I know that moving up with my company won't be hard as I've worked there for 2 years already, but I don't think I want to stay with them for my entire career. Like I said earlier, I will definitely be using the resources we mentioned to help me find a job. And I will even consider looking into meeting with a career advisor or a life coach to help me with all of that, as that was a really great idea from Hazal.
I think I will always be nervous when switching jobs, but I have gotten more confident over the last few years as I've been working with a mentor to help me gain confidence. I have had several opportunities to move up in my career and feel like I could do it. However, the thing in my way now is the flexibility I currently have in my job position.
We hope you will take away some helpful tips and information on how to manage your time, work habits, and feeling confident to search and apply for jobs.
If you are in need of resources to help with health and wellness, please go to My Miami, select Health and Wellness Resources, and select Student Counseling Services. You will be able to choose to make an in-person appointment or virtual appointment to meet with a counselor.
And that's it. Thank you guys so much for listening. We hope our podcasts have helped you all grow as individuals and to help you in your future career. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.